Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lou, and if you didn't know that, now you do. So recently, I actually uploaded a video about making a custom border, I guess, but it was sort of like a time lapse, right? So this time, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to take you guys step by step without a time lapse. So first, select the size that you want, right? It could be either square, as you can see, 500 by 500 pixels, or in this case, it's 8.5 inches by 11 inches, as you can see right here. So create your document, right? Now, there's two steps to this. The first step is actually creating your custom brush. So I'm going to do something very simple, and that is something like this. And by the way, I'm doing this using a... That's terrible. You know what? Let's go with this, right? Let's select the circle, right? I'm gonna do a small circle here, and I'm gonna duplicate, pressing Alt, and then just click and dragging. All right, and I'm gonna select one more and put it in between here. And as you can tell, no, not what I wanted to do. All right, so let's see. Hold on, I got a better idea. I'm going to take the circle. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to transform and then move, right? What I do is I always uncheck and then check preview, right? So what I want to do in this case is I want to move it vertically up. Right, so I'm going to move it vertically up. What? No. Let's see, negative 0.5 inches. Too much. I want it in the center, so let's do 2.5. There we go. Alright, so instead of clicking copy, instead of clicking OK, I click copy. And then I can actually do that again by pressing Control D, right? So now, something I recently learned and I enjoyed was this, right? First, I'm gonna press R on my keyboard to rotate, and then Shift to rotate it every 90 degrees. Another thing is this shape builder tool. If you don't know what it is, I'm gonna show you right now, where I can, as you can see, I can choose what shape I want, right? So let's see here. Let's do this. I'm going to remove the centerpiece. I'm going to change it here. I'm going to select this one, delete, select this one, delete, select this one, delete, and select this one, delete. This, let's press like this, and there you go. Alright, so now I'm gonna do one more thing, which is go from here to here to here to here to here, and then this. You don't want to make your shape, by the way, I press A for the direct selection tool, and then I do this, right? Now, what I was saying was you don't want, and then the shape, the selection tool, right? V. You don't want to make the shape too complicated because it will slow down your computer when you try to add that, right? Now, as you can see, it's not transparent. So when I moved this, it was actually going over. Now, one thing I want to do also is make sure that these are also transparent. So this one, I'm going to change it. There we go. And I'm going to change the line, right? Why is it like that? Okay. Let's delete this, leave that in the mid-center. Let's turn down. That looks good. I'm going to right-click, transform, reflect, and usually one thing I recommend is using the copy. But in this case, since I've already done that, right, I'm just going to click OK. Alright, so let's say this is the border I want to use. Now, I'm going to group it together. I'm going to click on brushes. As you can see, it's already clicked there. And then this little menu right here, new brush, pattern brush, and I just name it, let's say curvy moon. Right. I'm going to change this to 10% because that gives me the ability to change the thickness of the line. Auto-centered, I don't know. Let's try it. And then another thing I do is tints and shades, because this will allow me to change the color of it. Now, I'm going to lock this and hide this. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to use the rectangle tool. Right. I'm going to make the border that I want, and I'm going to scale it down a little bit. Make sure it's centered. There we go. Alright, so now what I do is I go to brush and just click on the new border that I just made. So now, if I click on the border and I increase the size, as you can tell, you can actually start to see the border. And this is why I said you want to make it in 10%, because if you left it at 100% and then apply strokes, so if you notice, it doesn't really give me that flexibility, right? So now I'm going to go back, I'm going to change it back to 10% and apply strokes. There we go. This was about 8, I think it was. It looks good. Now, as you can see, it's black and white right now, but if I go, and this is why I wanted to make everything transparent, because now if I go here and change the line color, let's say, since Barbie was recently released, let's make it pink. And it did not work, right? This is something that tints, let's go with tints. Apply strokes, and there we go. So sometimes it's tints, sometimes it's tints and shades. You just want to play around with it. And there you go. You have a perfect border, sort of. Now, I could just copy and paste this. Let's center it again. And then I'm going to change this back to black. And speaking of Barbie, let's make a flower. So let's say that is not a flower. Let's do this. And then I'm going to Alt. Sorry, I'm going to Alt, click, and drag. And I'm going to press Alt, R, sorry, press R to select the rotate tool. I'm going to press Alt, and then click here, left click, right? And let's say it's 90 degrees. Let's try 45 degrees. No. Let's try 25 degrees. Okay. So, no, that's not what it was. Right click, Alt, and then left click in the center. There we go. And then 45 degrees. Uncheck preview. There we go. Copy. Alright. So let's say we have our flowers, right? I'm going to select everything except this middle one. I'm going to choose the the shape builder tool. And let's say, let's do these ones. That is a very unique shape, but I like it. All right. So let's go back here. Let's delete this, delete this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So let's say this is the flower that we want. I'm actually going to change the shape, the line, back to, let's see. So let's say I'm going to change the line back to that. There we go. That didn't work as I planned. Alright, so I deleted my borders. And let's go back to this. This time, I'm going to make them a little bit more like petals, right? So I don't have to go in and do the same thing again. So R for rotate, Alt, and then let's click in the center, 45-degree angle, and then what is going on? Okay, so I clicked OK instead of copy, so my bad. Alright, and let's say this is our flower, right? This is the flower that I want. Now I'm going to select everything, do the same thing again, new brush, pattern brush, and then flower border, right? Again, 10%. Let's do tints. And you can either do auto slice or you can do none. Let's go with auto slice because that actually worked pretty good last time, right? Alright, so let's delete this and let's create another border. This time, let's see, let's make it like right about here. Center it and then click here. And there you go. Now you have, all right, let's make the border a little bit smaller, right? Now, this one is a little bit more practical, right? As you can see, it didn't take long. So first you create your shape, make sure it's not too complicated because that can slow down your computer a little bit. And then once you create your brush, right? Ta-da! There you go. Now you guys have officially learned how to, if you didn't know, how to make your own custom borders. This can work for square designs or square books, square printouts that you're going to do, or you can even make it look like a page, right? Like a coloring page, a notebook page, whatever you want. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Tell me what you guys want to see next time, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy!